I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
This is a beautiful house, my man. How many square feet is this?
A little bit over 20,000 square feet, 3 or 4 levels.
Money Mayweather, seems appropriate that you would be living in Vegas.
My mentality is always about, working smarter, not harder.
Floyd Money Mayweather was once the ultimate symbol of boxing success and financial dominance, but recent revelations suggest a very different reality. Stephen A. Smith has begun questioning the stability of Mayweather's empire. Could the undefeated champion now be facing his toughest opponent yet? Financial collapse? Let's break down the $42 million scandal that's shaking the boxing world.
The $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we on ES, this car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. It's close to $15 million. You're right, it's close to $15 million.
And you don't drive them?
No.
For years, Floyd Mayweather has branded himself as the highest paid athlete on the planet, constantly boasting about $100 million paydays whenever his name made headlines.
But she did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
But now, one prominent voice from the fight world is tearing that narrative apart. Former UFC title contender and analyst Chael Sonnen has called it one of the greatest illusions in sports marketing, suggesting that Mayweather's so-called 9-figure fight checks may have been nothing more than smoke and mirrors.
Coined this phrase, fake news.
Yeah.
Why is he saying that? What does that even mean? You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. People were dressed up as empty seats, and I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And I go, it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. There's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the check.
According to Sonnen, while Mayweather flashed luxury watches, private jets, and bank slips, real financial proof never surfaced. No broadcast partner confirmations, no third-party verification, just headlines fueling the myth.
Ever puts that press release and sends it out?
What?
Never has a company that's publicly traded had an executive back those numbers. They're all lies.
This raises a brutal question. Was Mayweather's empire built on real money, or just hype, ego, and PR wizardry? Sonnen isn't alone in his doubts. With financial lawsuits, unpaid jewelry bills, and a crypto scam lawsuit hanging over his name, the money brand appears to be leaking from every angle. Floyd Mayweather has long been boxing's symbol of untouchable wealth, the man who turned luxury into a lifestyle and his nickname into an identity. But behind the private jets and million-dollar shopping sprees, cracks are forming fast. Some say Mayweather is broke, though few are saying it openly, except former rivals. Even Oscar de la Hoya, once a bitter rival and later a reluctant supporter, couldn't ignore what's unfolding. De la Hoya, who's often defended Floyd publicly, was recently forced to acknowledge the reality.
You have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard, I know life is expensive, but come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Coming from a promoter who understands both sides of boxing's business, De La Hoya's words felt less like criticism and more like a financial obituary. Jewelry lawsuits, asset rumors, and a steady stream of exhibition fights all point to an empire that may not be as bulletproof as fans believed. The fact that De La Hoya, once on the opposite side of the ring, now speaks with sympathy rather than rivalry says more than any bank statement. Still, Mayweather didn't stay silent. While De La Hoya painted a picture of concern, Floyd reminded the world of their complicated business history. When it comes to money and loyalty, Mayweather has long hinted that De La Hoya wasn't exactly clean behind closed doors.
We helped build this guy up. He was fighting on my undercard. He was the co-main. We helped build this guy up. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya do? You know what Mr. Loyal Oscar De La Hoya do? I'm sorry, Miss Disloyal Oscar De La Hoya do? He take him right over to HBO and cut a deal with HBO. And when he cut the deal, he got money, but I bet Canelo didn't see none. But these are the things that people don't know about in a sport of boxing.
For a man whose reputation was built on flaunting wealth, this wasn't just about old business or Canelo Alvarez. Mayweather appeared to hint at a pattern of hidden deals, unspoken payouts, and financial games behind the scenes, the same games now resurfacing through lawsuits, unpaid debts, and quiet asset sales. And it's not just analysts or retired champions raising eyebrows. Fighters from his own era, including former opponents, have started pulling back the curtain. Logan Paul, who shared the ring with Mayweather, claims he is still chasing a payday that mysteriously disappeared after their fight, and his frustration has been loud.
I got paid, just not in full. There's a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no jet. Dude, I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The art is happening. Just mark my words, we're coming for you, Floyd. We're coming for your millions and the last of you.
A court case, missing millions, and yet another crack in the Money Mayweather brand. What began as a boxing exhibition turned into a financial hunt. Logan Paul isn't the only name suggesting the numbers behind Floyd's fortune don't add up. When fighters are forced to chase their earnings through courtrooms, one question becomes unavoidable. Is Mayweather's financial empire already running on fumes? Even as Logan Paul pushed forward with his lawsuit, claiming Mayweather never paid his full share from their fight, Floyd brushed it off. Staying true to form, he shifted blame onto business partners and dismissed the controversy as insignificant.
Right away, just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when a table is turned. Right. You know, look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the table is turned, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
Mayweather's calm response framed the lawsuit as routine business, but the timing told a different story. From unpaid opponents to jewelers filing lawsuits and rumors of asset sales, Floyd's financial fortress appears under pressure from all directions. Logan's account pulls back the curtain on a strategy fans rarely see. For years, Mayweather didn't just make money in the ring, he controlled the money around it. From buying up ticket sections before public release to flipping them for profit, Floyd's hustle extended far beyond fight night. The strategy itself wasn't illegal or unusual for someone running their own promotions. The real issue, according to him, wasn't ticket flipping, but investors being left in the dark and millions vanishing once the seats were sold.
With this particular lawsuit,
the smart business model slowly spiraled into accusations of broken promises, unpaid returns, and courtroom battles. Logan's claims echo a growing pattern. Fighters, investors, and partners still waiting to be paid. While Mayweather's public image continues to revolve around private jets and million-dollar shopping sprees, cracks in the Money Mayweather empire keep surfacing. This time, the accusations aren't coming from journalists or bitter promoters, but from someone who shared the ring with him. Logan Paul revealed that the real fight didn't end with the final bell. It started after the cameras shut off, and according to him, the promised paycheck never arrived.
Or is that something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full, that is a fact.
No
short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this one to court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you. Yeah, we're taking him to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
yeah, see you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
Once Logan's words hit the internet, the illusion of Mayweather's untouchable wealth weakened further. This wasn't a rival whispering rumors, but a fighter who signed the same contracts and stood in the same ring. Still, Floyd Mayweather remains confident, continuing to remind the public that his success is undeniable. He points to the wealth he's accumulated and the empire he claims to have built through hard work and business savvy.
That takes care of everything when everything is okay. I still got my private jets. Let me put an S on that because I got 3 of them. Still got my private jets. I still have all my beautiful homes, still have all my properties everywhere, and still making millions every month.
These statements are more than simple bravado. They reinforce Floyd's belief that despite challenges inside and outside the ring, he remains a financial force admired across sports. However, not everyone agrees with his recent choices. Critics, including Stephen A. Smith, have questioned Mayweather's decision to take exhibition fights against non-boxers, particularly the Logan Paul bout. Smith argues Floyd risks damaging his legacy by stepping into the ring with opponents who don't belong there, reducing the value of his career in pursuit of money.
You are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
While Smith acknowledges Mayweather's unmatched ability to generate income, he criticizes giving attention to fights that don't reflect true boxing skill. In his view, exhibition bouts with figures like Logan Paul hurt Mayweather's legacy and undermine the sport's credibility. Smith believes Floyd has nothing left to prove and should focus on preserving his greatness. They say the higher you climb, the harder you fall, and for Floyd Mayweather, that fall may already be happening behind closed doors. The man who once flaunted millions on camera is now surrounded by lawsuits, unpaid debts, and whispers of an empire collapsing. For years, Floyd sold the image of being untouchable, the king of pay-per-view and luxury. But what if the money was never truly there? What if the jets, chains, and bank slips were props in the greatest financial illusion boxing has ever seen?
And it's crazy, but it's happening. Yeah, 50 Cent is pretty much exposing the fact that Floyd Mayweather is having issues, but it was not 50 that started it. It was actually Business Insider.
They got Floyd here. It says Floyd Mayweather is stepping into Manhattan's multi-family ring in a big way. The retired boxers has gone into a contract to pay $420 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio with more than 60 buildings, according to sources familiar to the deal. Josh Gotti of Black Spruce Management is the seller, and Black Spruce Magazine declined comment. Also here, the investor partnered with Maynard Orchard on a $1.8 billion deal for 1,766 units spanning 6 rental buildings and an acquisition of the American Cooper Building, twin luxury towers in Murray Hills with the view of the East River.
The $42 million scandal isn't just a headline, it's a warning. Behind the designer suits and staged social media posts, the truth about Floyd's fortune may finally be emerging. And if you think this scandal is the end, think again. The deeper the story goes, the uglier it becomes. Behind the filters and photo ops, Floyd Mayweather might be a victim of his own ego, a man so focused on looking rich that he forgot to stay rich. When Stephen A. Smith starts questioning your finances on national television, it's no longer just noise. Floyd didn't just sell fights. He sold the dream of untouchable wealth. But strip away the flashy watches and stage bank slips, and what remains is a man running out of time, luck, and possibly money. The $42 million scandal may not have been just a mistake, but the final blow to the Money Mayweather myth. What do you think? Is Floyd's financial empire truly falling apart, or has he been playing the world all along? Share your thoughts in the comments.